Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Deadlink, where the text is bad, but the murder is good. I bought all of the hunter upgrades. Let's go hunting. It's been a second. This is the second one. It's been a second since we have been the hunter. How am I going to handle the boss stuff? I don't know. Well, I'm going to get there and I'm going to figure it out. That's a plan, right? That's a form of plan. What do we got here? So, I mean, I do love this thing. Yeah, we'll take this thing. And then you, okay. On weapon switch, next shot will shock. Seems fine.
I'd like you to not hold back. It'd be good to see you work as designed for once.
All right, well, that's just mean-spirited for no reason. What a fun gun. Oh, that's not ideal. Keep shooting at my own decoy. That's one, wow, really took that guy's leg clean off. That is one downside of the strategy of jumping to get vision on something and then doing the swap is it swaps them to midair and turns me around so I'm looking at exactly that position and then they just drop off screen. So this thing feels like a thing we definitely want to have just like equipped somewhere all the time, right? It just builds up and gives us some nice bonus damage, especially if we can get some unusual way of getting more crits. Fun. All right, where's everybody else? That was probably unnecessary. Turns out you don't even really need the range bonus most of the time. Should I take the XP over the shell upgrade? Because we do really want that defibrillator, like, right? Obviously, that's a big deal. But, like, winning runs is good. I mean, we're doing this because it will help us win runs. Yeah, all right. 250 is significant. Ah. Something cool? Not really. I mean, I guess. I can't imagine getting much use out of that. Okay, I did let myself get blown up a small amount there. That is a real thing that did happen. Oh, the guy I was gonna kill got killed by the tank before I could even get the thing done. Alright, just swapping back and forth against robot enemies seems awfully effective. Okay, that seems actually like an awful lot of bonus damage, doesn't it? I'm not spending XP on you. Love to survive. I really wish the decoy didn't require the amount of proximity that it does in order to apply the mark. Ah. It's so hard to actually use it. My plan there was to detonate that while the sumo guy was still close to it. Alright, and then I was invisible. just like a lot of bullets being fired in arbitrary directions. I wasn't even over there when those were fired. Any enemy that damages the decoy becomes marked. Solves a lot of my problems with the decoy straight up, doesn't it? Let's see. Where would be a fun place to drop it? This seems fine. How dare she jump over my projectile? Hey, look at that. I did the thing. You know, honestly, like, the damage just shooting him in the front isn't really that bad. Also, the shield doesn't seem to do much against punching. The slow blade, etc. I do like this one a bunch. Yeah, we do a lot of switchback translocations. Just turning enemies off occasionally is very helpful. Okay, getting rid of that dude is a high priority for sure. Ah! Alright, lots of stuff exploding everywhere. Very normal times. You know what I don't need is for the stun projectile to target the person who got translocated. That's actually not very productive. Okay, all clear. Dropped myself into a little corner. We're at 376. Probably a shop is a good idea. Well, we're at 376, but we're also at area 6 of 9. Like, we're gonna get the automatic shop eventually. Well, let me go this way. Yeah, I guess, again, like, just passive attacks are good. Off of the ground there. That seems dangerous. Did I? Okay, I did break that seal. That seems pretty good. I like the fact that if you trigger that, the next shot shocks thing on the arc gun, it does apply the shock to every opponent. Every opponent hit by that projectile. Very useful. It's also very useful that these things tend to fly at the same height. Makes my life a lot easier. Ah, bad time to get stuck on the wall. Is that guy immune to grenades? Is that what we just saw? I mean, the challenge of this is not this boss at all. It's the infinite number of teleporting unstoppable knife witches. Okay. Okay, you must be grenaded, then you can attack him, I see. Oh, that's not what I like to do. But nothing does any meaningful damage. That's fun. This is a fun design for a boss fight. What if the whole fight was not very dangerous, but it was extremely boring? Yeah, because hitting him in the back doesn't actually do any more damage, it seems like. Alright, hitting him in the back is doing more damage that time. I mean, that guy takes a ton of damage, but he doesn't like... He's just not interesting as a fight. He's just a dumb thing that follows you around until you kill all of the knife witches. I don't know. That's not very interesting. This seems rad. And neither of these do. So yeah. Upgrade those countermeasures. We certainly don't need the stun projectiles on the decoy, since it's making me invisible anyway. Oh hey, you are a person who I might actually be interested in interacting with. Credits have 0 damage, but the mark status is longer. I have, what do you call it? I have, commented before on the fact that it seems like marked has no maximum duration, so that seems pretty bad. This, I guess, is, like, fine, but honestly, I don't think it... I never actually need the extra dashes, like, they cool down so quickly. Those need to be more interesting. I'm down to do some, like, challenge mode shit, but, like, you have to give me a reason. Pretty good damage. Okay, I do need some ammo for this thing. That's really frustrating. Like, I know the game is trying to be helpful, but it is really frustrating the way that I, the way that I see that my weapon is out of ammunition and I hit the weapon switch button, but also the game automatically switches you. And so I switch off and then switch back. Alright, so obviously we have to buy that. Then I just have a boatload of money. I do like the backup weapon firmware here. I have to say, I would really like for this to be on the translocate. I guess we can move shock pack. Yeah, I'm mostly getting the benefit from the passive anyway. Boy, that sure looks like something. Not a backup weapon. I suppose the thing you might back up onto. And then we'll unlock an extra slot for this. Okay. This is a reasonable set of tools, I think. I would like to have full-time elemental damage on one of the weapons by now, but you know. Work with the tools we have, unfortunately, not the ones we wish we had. For the shields, friend. Couple of them together. That was pretty good. That's on me. I should probably have noticed that there was only one bullet in that. I hate the way that, like, even if you dash away, you still get hit by that. The only way to avoid it is a teleport. Fake out. Aha! What's up now, nerd? That almost killed him. There we go. Yeah, barely even a boss. Honestly, the sumo guys are harder to deal with.
Seems my tech outweighs theirs again. We'll get you onto your next task now, Agent. You'll be taking an internship with my old employer.
I was just curious if I was allowed to detonate that thing on my own by attacking it. It seems like I can at least start the like couple second long pulse and then explode sequence.
State of the art. Watts Rucker may have advanced beyond what the CSA could provide you.
I am so many runs into the game at this point. How do you not know this by now? It's embarrassing. Complete failure of grenade work. Thank you. There we go. All right, one thing I will say about the stun on the translocate is it does give you plenty of time to reload your gun. So we've not seen this one before, and that's definitely interesting. But I kind of just want to, like, now that this is launching 4 projectiles and they each do 30 damage, it's not even really about the stun anymore. It's just like every time you press Q, you just shoot so much damage everywhere. It's a shame those, as far as I can tell, those projectiles themselves do not stun, or they don't mark. Ah, jeez. It is, in practice, quite easy to use the translocator to make enemies drop attacks on top of each other. That is very fun. The neural boost is below me. Yeah, there it is. So I definitely don't want to swap out my heavy weapon. That's rad. Also rad. I mean, my cooldowns are kind of everything. I feel like with this character, they're very, very important. Yeah, I think we gotta take the cooldown reduction. obvious spot here. That's pretty fun. Enemies take fall damage. I didn't even think about that. Oh, terrible, terrible shooting. No, why am I such a bad shot? There you go. Punch a flying robot to death. It's a strategy. If I continue upgrading this, does it ever increase the passive? Yes, at level 4. Not really great, though. Self-inflicted damage down. I kind of don't think any of these are good. Let's reroll it. They really love that shock pack. Passive critical hit chance on our shock damage is actually, I think, really good. We can move this to here in preparation for moving it off of the meter entirely. Nope, don't like you. We are not on speaking terms. How are you still alive? Why am I so bad at shooting? There we go, that helps. I'm all of a sudden terrible. Like, I've never been great, but it's making me look like I've never held a mouse before all of a sudden. Okay, I did, for the record, attempt to use my Q attack on it. Does not function. It does still apply. Excuse me. It does still apply the mark, which is rad. A lot of drones. A lot of drones. How did you survive that? Jeez. Okay. These guys are definitely scarier than the sumos. Really thought that first shot was going to do it, as you could probably all tell. I was so confident. Interesting. That thing didn't get marked, despite dealing damage to the what do you call it? To the decoy. I wonder why. Okay. That could have gone better. I am not doing the slickest job here. Another point up on the taser rounds. Yeah. Shocking an enemy has a chance to give you a shield is pretty good with the amount of shocks we're applying now. Oh, it's right here. Okay. That doesn't seem to wear off. Whoa. I was not expecting to get flung there. That really caught me off guard. Didn't realize that I had teleported onto a, what do you call it? Onto a boost pad. Give some distance. I need ammo. There it is. Alright, just like weave a melee attack in there, that's all. Jeez. That thing doesn't attack often enough for us to even get an idea of whether it would be affected by the mark there. I think we'd better take this shop, even though we're really close to another shop, because I think I want to make sure I have the opportunity to buy health twice before the boss.
User authorized.
Change the guns to electric damage, or the grenades to electric damage is for sure. I am just going to go ahead and drop this. Yeah.
Please use your purchase responsibly.
Alright, that's a pretty good start for the shielding. Oh, good, he's down. The decoy explosion is starting to get very real. Those things are not too bad as long as you can actually shoot at, like, as long as you have the time to focus and shoot at them, because it's trivial to just destroy the projectiles as they come out of the bay.
Interact with this interface state.
We don't actually need to do this, thankfully. I think I'm good. I think we'll just hold on to stuff. Okay. Yeah. I really wish we had a little bit more money so that we could buy a slot, but aside from that, I'm feeling, well, you know what?
Thank you for your loyalty.
Max grenade increase is good.
Let's see.
Got caught in my dash cooldown. Just got a weapon swap a lot for the free shocks. Those are pretty good hits. Ah, okay. Oh no, he said the F word. He's going to be in trouble. He is not confused even a little bit by the decoy. I am somewhat embarrassed to have fully missed the the sea ball, the stationary ammo container. Sure, I apply the mark to it. Yeah, this phase sucks a huge amount of ass. God, that takes his right, I never have any ammo.
You've been running long enough.
Let's see how hard this thing really is. Now you've done it, you fool.
Okay.
Removing power limiters. Enough struggling around. I'll crush you with my bare hands. Chew. Fuck this. Come here, you bastard. That will be your last mistake.
Come on. Yeah, that really sucks. The fact that his ground projectile thing has zero animation, like he raises his hands and slams them down in like a frame and a half. It's just like, this is happening, and if you aren't looking at him, there's no indication. If you are looking at him, there's still kind of no indication, but if you aren't looking at him, the projectiles are on you before you could possibly know what's happening. Ugh, that really sucks. That is such a not very fun fight. Because like the thing about he is like an upgraded version of the sumo class of enemy, right? And they have some of these guys in each of the sort of like level areas where it's just a guy who chases you and is really annoying. And it's not super dangerous, he's just really annoying. I think that's a reasonable upgrade. We have 2 more. You know, Elemental Sentry is pretty cool. Yeah, let's do that. And those guys are like, they're the least fun enemies, so I don't really think that there needed to be... They're not like dangerous, they're just not fun. Like a really annoying thing that chases you around. And I don't know that we needed more of that thing. I don't know there needed to be a boss that was solely focused on that idea. But they start spawning hard enough enemies throughout the encounter that it's just like... geez, do I want the Stormblight Cascade? I think it's pretty good. I wish that there were more Tarball launchers up here. I'm not going to spend the reroll on it because I think the Stormblight's good, but I do want to try out the other forms of the thing. Next melee will deal 50 extra damage. Is maybe enough damage for it to actually be good. We'll see. We'll try it.
Try to get through this mission with your recorders intact. We need proof how much you're actually capable of.
And the thing is, like, the role that the... There we go, look, I'm killing stuff. I really wish that the abilities would not target sea balls if there are enemies in approximately the same place. Because, come on. It knows I didn't mean to apply the worm breach thing to the sea ball there. But yeah, you end up fighting so many enemies that are so difficult, and there's no respawn timer on them. It seems like they just respawn immediately when they die. The turning to pay attention to the boss feels terrible because you're like in a fight for your life with these real enemies, and they're the source of all the damage that takes you down. It's just, yeah, it's a very blah boss fight, and it's a shame because like the third one is so cool. Yeah, we're taking Shock Pack. For sure, we're taking Shock Pack. I don't know. I really wish there was more information on how these shots have a chance of abilities work. I assume they are scaled by the fire rate of your weapon in some way, so that it's not like 1,000 times better to use them with this thing than it is with every other primary. And the reason there's not more information on the tooltip is because the actual truth is complicated. It's a relatively complicated formula. Ooh, terrible shooting. That was pretty good, though. I really shouldn't try to use this against person-sized enemies. weapon mods it is. Show me something cool. I really had hopes from the, you know, the amount of shock damage we had there and like the things that shock was supposed to be adding to our attacks. Jeez. So fire damage is probably better in the 4th area. And we already have an electric damage weapon. Let's throw fire damage on here first. It's better in the 2nd and 4th areas, and the 2nd area is definitely the hardest part of the run thus far, aside from the 3rd boss, obviously. Okay, cool. It's remarkably difficult to detonate. That's kind of fun. It's remarkably difficult to detonate barrels with the Stormblight thing. Hold on. Yeah, it feels like, I don't know. It seems like when I'm standing still and firing it, it doesn't seem like there's very much target walk, but maybe it's just when I'm moving. This is a lot less interesting as a bonus damage on the Stormblight Cascade. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna upgrade the shock pack. Something cool?
Our research cooperation yields
Okay, this stuff's exciting.
Guess what? You're doing
Yeah, big bonus critical damage. Let's do it. All right. It's going to be a challenge. Definitely the kind of thing you want to do at this point in the run. Okay. Not too bad. Managed to get a shell upgrade early on, which is nice. Oof. Maybe they can make this penalty apply only during the actual combat in the rooms. Because it's not actually doing anything to me right now. It's just crummy. It just makes the game feel bad. Ooh, the MLR array is exciting. I think it would be foolish not to take Surge Emitter first. But I'm definitely interested in getting more shell upgrades. Okay, this is going to be interesting with this penalty. Okay, that's not a thing I want to be right on top of. There we go. Yeah, the engineer just feels so much more sturdy than the other shells. I'm not sure why. Just deal damage to all marked enemies every time you hit Q. I mean, that doesn't seem bad at all, right? Put that on here. Yeah, this doesn't really need to be on this ability. But it doesn't help for it to be on Lawbringer. Well, I guess it does, because the worm-breached enemy is stunned if it's not a boss. So I guess I am getting a little bit of a damage punch immediately there. Ah, applied to the wrong enemy. There we go. Oh, that's a bad place to land. Get him, robot. Yeah, just fighting in the graveyard of a couple of defeated marked heavies. It's very strong. As soon as your shields go down, you just pick up more. Alright, yeah, I mean, upgraded grenades, and then... These aren't where I wanted the extra slots. This is really awkward. I guess I'll just take... Grenade bonus? Alright, help. Please remove move penalty.
Why do you have a screwdriver stuck in your chest cavity?
Okay. Alright, you'll do. I was looking for something difficult to spend the neuro breach on, but that's fine, I suppose. Yeah, under most circumstances, it does feel like those sumo enemies literally can't deal damage to you. Okay, I think we're just taking another level on this because it's really good. Oh, wait. Am I hearing things? I thought I heard the device synchronization sound and there was all this yellow light over here. But I guess not. That probably didn't need to work anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was just hearing like weird shit in the mix. Oh, hi. Okay, it is getting to be a little dense out here. Just a few foes running around. That barrel really, they did some work. Where the hell? Wow. That guy just detonated. There you are. Yeah, I was just testing. This, the actual damage output on the Stormblight Cascade does leave a little something to be desired, doesn't it? Okay, what do we actually need? I think just, another slot on this would be lovely. Yeah. Really don't have very many implants to speak of at the moment, but fortunately we don't need that many for this. The wall. This guy's tough. How dare you do actual damage to my health? Kind of, a little bit.
That spider went down quicker than expected. Prepare for your next assignment. Oh, do me a favor and say hi to human resources for me.
All right. This build's going okay so far. I don't know that it needs to go super well to get past the second boss, because, like, it's just a very powerful frame in general.
Had secrets hidden from me. The nerve is shocking. I was their best asset. Won't you be so kind and teach them a lesson for me?
There we go. That ought to keep me going. Yeah, the behavior of the Q once you have it upgraded with that first shell upgrade is so bananas. You get that shock implant on it, you get this this bonus to its cooldown, and it's just like, it is your actual primary weapon. I think in this case we will spend our reroll. God, they really want me to actually use this thing. It's just not, it doesn't seem very good is the thing. All right, take this, throw it on the skill power thing, just, well, actually, I guess skill power probably affects the damage of the worm link breach, right? It doesn't actually say how the damage works. Who knows? Game could use a little bit more clarity on its mechanics for sure. Wow, that's pretty wild. That was a lot of shield loss very quickly. Enemies are not playing around. Huh, I wonder why the thing broke immediately, even though there was still an enemy for it to be attached to. Okay, we took a wild amount of damage there due to some non-standard behavior from our implants. I'm gonna take the weapon mod. I trust the shell to get me through. Do we want to just throw also electric damage? Like, I hate to do the same things over and over again, but they're really effective things. I managed to weave that grenade right between them and hit nothing with it. That one, on the other hand, I'm quite proud of. All right, show me an implant, like a cool one. Pyrolytic ionizer. Become immune to fire. Next shot will ignite target. Oh, these are not exciting. All right, if I keep leveling this up, what does it eventually turn into? Pretty big melee damage. Melee critical hits stun enemies. On melee kill, gain movement speed. On melee kill, melee damage goes up. Even maximally upgraded, I still think this is kind of butt. Like, yeah, I guess this is gonna be bonus damage sometimes. probably need to deal with that airship, but there's a lot of stuff down here too. Ugh, you are really far away, friend. Nope, not quite. Yeah, the range is so small. Yeah, I think I verified that the challenge doesn't seem worth the extra effort. Some real solid shooting there, jeez. Alright. That should make the room a little bit more survivable. God, I am so bad with these grenades. I'll tell you what, though, I am very glad that I turned on the cooldown indicators on the crosshair. It took a little while to get used to them, but they are, like, life-saving. On activate shocks nearby enemies is cool. I don't actually know how much benefit I'm getting from extra skill power here. Okay, at level 4 of this, the homing projectiles deal extra damage based on skill power. That's cool. How likely do I think I am to get to 4? Well, we don't know that that's all the benefit that we're getting, right? Yep, that's what I wanted, to just throw that down there, away somewhere. All this peekaboo stuff is not really to their benefit, I think. Sadly for them, they don't know how the game mechanics work, and they don't realize that letting me get my cooldowns back is just, like, immediately lethal. Okay, more shell upgrade. I am absolutely ecstatic to see it. Okay. The turret will spew a stream of acid. As an electric discharge generator, I mean... Toxic damage is more effective against armored combatants. I don't know exactly what counts as armored and what doesn't. But slowing nearby targets is cool. Let's take this one. Take that thing that was yellow for a moment. It looks cool, at least. You gotta give it that. Oh, hi. Okay, that's problematic. Oh no, I'm stuck. I'm stuck against the wall. Yeah, I definitely think that the game's obsession with this enemy, just the run fast at you guy, is very much to its detriment. The developers just think that is like the coolest challenge. What if there was a dude and you had to like step away from him a lot? So, well, I'm already doing that because all the other guys are trying to shoot me, remember? But no, we don't care about that. What am I... Right now we're fire grenades. I kind of like having a variety of damage types, I think. let's go ahead and take this because we should probably have that. And then that leaves me with an extra slot for 2s, which tend to be the best mods anyway. Yeah, this is pretty decent damage output. And honestly, like, teching your weapons to be good against boss number 2 is certainly not unreasonable. Although, obviously, this isn't the part that we usually need help with. Damn it. It takes so long for it to fire that I hit the ground again.
Let's see how hard this thing really is. You've been running long enough.
See right there, the worm breach line, the worm link breach broke instantly again, but I'm not sure why. What a time to be reloading. Oh, it's because I see what happened. It's because I hit the projectile, not the main body. Push phase. Okay. Why am I like reflexively weapon switching? Yeah, man, that's self-damage. This boss fight is a real bummer. So anytime you spend damaging the boss, you are taking so much damage from everything around you, and anytime you spend fighting the things around you, you're not dealing damage to the boss. The fight is just dragging on for fucking ever. Ugh. Alright, well, that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Actually, we should probably jump back to the hub here. Let me just take this thing back off the screen for just a second. Where are we at on that defibrillator? 36. Wow, we really did not get much XP on that last run. Okay, well, the defibrillator will solve this problem well and truly, but it feels like a real bummer of a way to have to solve it. But yeah, that is in fact it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, I don't know how many more of these we're gonna do. It is starting to get a little samey. Like I said, it feels very much like the game is tuned to be a thing you spend a short time with, right? There's very few enemies, there's very few bosses. It just is like it is a small experience, and I would like to get to the end at the very least, if not actually beat a run. But we don't have to. When I get bored, we'll move on, whether or not that has happened. So come back next time for at least some more of this, and we'll see you then.